Alright, welcome back. Um, man, we're gonna bring back Johnny Manziel, and then hopefully I can find some money to bring back DeAndre Hopkins. The rest of these guys are gonna have to walk, unfortunately. Okay, now we have signed him, so now we don't have to worry about anything. Don't worry, I'll probably have to release Whitney Merciless. Or hopefully he retires. Hopefully him and JJ can retire, dude. Save me some money. But we shall see. I mean, I can't resign a guy after this season. Anyways. Can't say Norman's gone. Who are I playing against? Bengals. Never thought the running back. Oh, it's just a Stephon Castle.
It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Bengals going up against the Texans. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Is that our former fucking quarterback?
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long all they talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment. We're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
And after that one, a great run, and somewhere probably, I would imagine, Charles Tom Osborne smiling.
I think Barry Switzer joined him in that smile among all the other great option coaches. But how about this play? The quarterback gets to take it downfield, and the defense gets their shots at him. But what a big gain.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Oh, left guard.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh.
Pass. That's complete.
Does that beat him?
Here, going down back at the 28. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call.
Let's go.
In this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's
Johnny
gotta be a little
Football,
bit of a disappointment.
future Hall of Fame quarterback, just signed a huge deal. 5 years, 90 mil, 94 million. No, 4 years, 94 million, I should say. But he signed a huge deal to remain with us.
Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The rookie tight end, Montec. Look at that, 4 years, 59.68 million. The bonus was 36 mil. The rookie running back session. The Marco session.
Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
They're gonna hand it off. No, it's play action. To Granville. Granville picks up a huge game right there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys.
Rookie tight end replacing Fedorowicz. He left in free agency.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Drops back to pass. Throws it. Completes the session. Session, the rookie running back. 35-yard touchdown. His first career touchdown reception.
Touchdown on the season, and the Texans have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved.
That is touchdown pass number 6 on the season for Johnny Manziel. First of the career and season for DeMarco Session, the rookie running back replacing Lamar Miller. And my extra point got blocked. That's what I love to see. Alright, Elvin will probably have to be.
Extra point. I remember playing and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to.
Alright. So we got a touchdown, but it's only 6-3.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage.
Mike Williams just retired.
They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
First try for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Oh, he got it.
First down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make
Thank you,
sure
JJ.
people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
They're playing press coverage. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
Oh, Hicks was wide open.
Other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll set up to throw, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, shit.
He's got the hook up. It's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
There we go.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Sacked.
He's going to be taken
Jadeveon Clowney.
A sack back at the 32. Jadeveon Clowney from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one,
Oh, they hit the
that's
field
what
goal.
they got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think because if they were confident enough to do
And on the ground they go with a running
Oof.
back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
All right, listen. Only one. Play action. Throws it away.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away
Oh,
from
man.
arm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Another play action?
Here's Manziel surveying the field to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Okay.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure.
All right, get auto.
This is taken around the 12.
Thank you.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back on the field with a 1st and 10.
Sean Person got the tackle. Good for him.
Come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Bengals are going to have a 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Bengals a 1st down.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing and they got it done.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go with a ground attack here.
Are you kidding me?
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Offensive linemen love
Are
creating
we
space for the
joking?
guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Thank you,
And that play
Beecham and
goes
Maynard.
nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Is that his name is Darling?
The kicks
That's
away
awesome.
as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of
Nah.
bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going
Yep.
on offense right now. But
Trent
they have to
Maldick
do
from
it
UCF.
without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Manziel. He's got a man. It's
Corey Coleman.
And brought down, but not
Catch number
before he
500.
get up to the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is
DeMarco Session, huge gain up the middle of 16 yards.
and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest rated players on my board, a 3-down back who could do everything.
Granville.
The best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well.
Already 100 yards to Johnny Manziel. Looking like a huge game for him.
I think he's going to be
I gotta
special.
take a shower.
An ex-teammate used
I
to tell
got
me all
work
the
in
time,
2
I
hours.
hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was
Get ready for
coming
the
from,
alarm.
where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to
Corey
come,
Coleman.
and said,
29-yard touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston. Corey Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. Then the Texans are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he's got it up and through.
Touchdown, Corey Coleman. Touchdown pass number 2 from Johnny Manziel. 7th on the season.
Play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25.
All right.
Set to go.
That should be end of game.
Avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
Let me put on a longer video.
Teams play the game. That complement
Alright.
football comes into play. How do I take care of my
I'm gonna take a
defense?
quick shower, boys.
Well,
I should be back before it ends.
now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer. because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Let's go. Y8G3.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense puts the ball on the ground, but they pick it back up. Now they face a third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
You got three down. Set, 3-19.
The play clock's running down. Now Manziel. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
3 down. Set, 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there and doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level, you end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers Didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Manziel. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Gardner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Manziel. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Texans are going to have a first.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Texans a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left. Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll stick with the passing game, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down, and the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Texans have been solid in the secondary to this point. The Bengals have struggled now for 2 straight weeks in the passing department, and so it just hasn't been a big part of their offense. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Texans have it at the 35. Quick pass and completion is made here, and 35 yards later, he's got a touchdown. Texans go up by 3. Now it's early in the second quarter. Completion will be made here to a wide open man, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 22. Texans still on the field. Coleman's able to get open here, and this play goes for a score. The Texans up by a touchdown. Texans with the football, final seconds of the half. Johnny Manziel, the completion across the middle, and it ends up working for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Fielded about a yard deep. Look at the spin. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for a Houston first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Now Manziel. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Watch right there, watch right there. Oh, here we go. Oh.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Finding time. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The way that he ran last week has not been duplicated here. What gives, Charles?
I don't know. Maybe it was the big meal he took him for after the game last week. I don't know. Being a little bit facetious here, but I do know that after last week's game, the coaching staff awarded game balls to every starting offensive lineman. They're not playing to the same level this week. I don't know if they're seeing different things on defense that have really fouled things up in their blocking scheme, or if they're just not as sharp. Because right now, he's not finding the creases, can't find the gaps to get through and get upfield. Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Here we go now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Manziel. And no way to get loose that time as Manziel goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. same thing is happening. Not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
I've returned.
It's taken to the 26. So a change